Let me double check, cause I get the feeling that some of these summons are so close to being done. I either do a quick stream now while rendering before bed, or do them off screen. I don't know, I feel like it just hit depend to them. Or however the English word that I can't pronounce today cause cause I got mine and I haven't had a I need this moment ever since got Summer Tiki. I think I got Summer, I don't think I got Summer Robin, but I got Summer Tiki. Okay, I can see the argument of how Robin would be over Tiki, but as a character of the whole, I prefer Tiki over Robin, so there. Ah, shoot. I thought the game audio was muted. Welp. Oh, and I just finished maxing her up in Tempest Trial, so we have to go for this before I can mute the audio. That's sweet. Let me just summon some heroes and go from there. I'm not even sure what to talk about today, because it was a day, but I'd rather not get into that. But I'm not sure how much it sings. Oh! I don't even think she's a special hero unit from this banner. And yet, I managed to defy odds to get her. I mean, like, if you've been watching for a while, I've never been a huge fan of these types of heroes, the possessed ones. But I do acknowledge that this is a rarity to just randomly get on the first draw. I mean, why can't I just, like, can I have... Oh, she is the special unit from that draw. Dang. Why did I have to use up my luck so dang quickly? I could have probably used it on one of these other free draws. Because, like, Norair, I believe is her name. She'd be a fun unit to have. Not sure if I ever use her, but I can relate to her struggles. Remember, I played Awakening in there also. If there's a character from Awakening, there's a chance I'll know his story. If it's a character just from Heroes, or even more so. Oh, Lin. Oh man, why do I have to use my lookup? I've been trying to collect Lins, and I have like all, if not majority, if not all special Lins, but never the normal one. Of course, I have to use up my freaking good luck so early on. I mean, I'm half tempted to just dump my orbs on the rest of these red units with the hopes I get Lin, but I just know that it won't work out. Like, I mean, I appreciate having Lin at all, but the fact I don't have the special or the original Lin, yet all of these special ones just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I can't believe I'm dumping my orbs on these. I just told myself that it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna get the Lin I want. And yet, that is like 8 orbs down the drain. Now look at all the heroes in here. I don't even know which color I should go for my free draw, but I seem to put extra emphasis on Eloy. And there is one red unit here, and I mean, maybe possibly if I don't have good luck with getting an actual hero from this banner, I can at least get Lin. No. Yeah. Oh, jeez, what was I even talking about before I just got incredibly distracted by just practically everything else? Like, I just stopped drawing for today because I'm definitely not going to put more orbs, because I am certain I used up my luck early on. I think I had to clarify something. Because it made me... As much as I don't want to get into the current events of today, it made me think a little bit more carefully about the way I word things like luck. In case anyone's wondering, I know that in most cases in games where luck is determined by a randomly generated number, anytime I say things like, oh, I used up all my luck, or I try to make luck seem like a calculated plan, it's all just for fun, for the sake of commentary, because I know luck with a randomly generated number is just... There is no rhyme or reason, as you can see here. It just happens when it wants to happen. And the only reason I think that in Fire Heroes, like, you don't have good luck to get a 5-star unit as soon as you draw a 5-star unit, is because I read an article saying that was specifically in the game. But in most cases, I know like luck isn't really something you can even control. It just exists. But it's fun to make stories about that. I do swear sometimes my luck exists for entertainment purposes. It doesn't help that I'm a little bit of a religious man, so even though technically luck is completely random, I like to think that sometimes things can play out in a certain way for the sake of entertainment because there's an outer force that can get involved in that sort of thing. But that's just my personal belief. And honestly, like, my religious thoughts aren't really something I want to go into in a chill commentary, even with it being a more casual of an environment. I just figured I'd bring that up because I know it kind of plays into my mindset with luck. Long story short, it's all in fun, one way or another. I'm not sure... Oh yeah, I guess I could do tap battles. But if I do tap battles, then I'm gonna get carried away and we never actually end them. And plus, like, without the game audio, it's not as fun to do a tap battle. Since I'm in this green though, I guess I'll do one while I decide whether to jump over to E for battle after this, or just end off the stream. Come on, man. Remember when I used to stream this game? And it may come back someday. I just don't want to stream in July. I do want to get back into streaming eventually, and I got a pretty good idea for streaming. I know I originally promised like GameCube games and that, but I realized my Dazzle doesn't work with the computer. Probably only because I just haven't installed the software for my old Dazzle because I used my Elgato for so many things. But it made me think like maybe it's the time for just to upgrade to the Elgato permanently, because normally it would be like that. Even though Dazzle's my older device, I kept it around for non-HD recordings, like things off the GameCube and older devices like that. But looking closer to the Elgato, I think there is a way to record SD standard definition stuff off the Elgato, but it may require a cable I don't have. I'm thinking like maybe it might be worthwhile to just get that cable rather than just swap between the Dazzle and the Elgato so consistently. But I'm not gonna worry about getting a cable until after a convention at the very least. I may procrastinate it off even longer because I don't have too huge of a budget. I'm not really even earning anything off Patreon and that. It's like $2 a month, if that, but the way Patreon works, like, you actually get charged a fee, or basically Patreon does take a cut of what you earn off it, so just earning $2 a month is it's even less than just $2 a month. And I'm not even including taxes in that, because like, I'll admit I support other people on Patreon because I do have a job that makes actual money. And so while in my budgeting I do include the fact specifically for like part of my budget for projects equipment for videos. Maybe I'll throw art supplies in there someday instead of my own rec supplies. Streaming stuff and all that. Case being, I have a separate budget for my online content, and anything I earn on Patreon goes to that first and foremost. And because it's so little, I do put my own money that I make off my job towards it as well. So I could probably buy that equipment if I want, but I'm not in a rush to do so. Especially because, like, I'll admit, even though there's a lot of conveniences to just streaming, specifically the part of you just do it and it's out there, you don't have to worry about editing it afterwards, and you don't have to worry about micromanaging your PC space or anything like that. I still tend to find myself leaning towards YouTube videos, because there's perks to that format as well. I can't do Aether battles. Aether battles are seasoned. Like, you don't just do them all the time. Well, let me do some more things to just finish up my thoughts, and maybe we'll end this off with just going to Aether Resort, because I'll be honest, I've never actually gone into the Aether Resort myself. So I guess you guys are getting more Tap Battle after all. I'm not sure if you can tell from ever since I started being a little bit more open with my commentary, or at least have this whole casual side in the form of Game and Chill. But I'm not a social person, so there is a huge obstacle in just putting myself out there live. Think of all the excuses like, what if someone walks in while I'm recording a live stream? With a video, I can at least edit that part out. What if something happens? What if people are jerks? Because, let's be honest, there's a lot of jerks out there in the world, especially when you have the form of anonymity. And it doesn't help that I'm already uncomfortable with people to begin with, unless I've actually known them for a while. To be fair though, I do kind of just hope to have like an online audience. I feel like people, unlike in most cases, people online I'm more comfortable with than people in person, because I guess there's just that distance makes me feel more secure. Yeah, they can still hurt with words, but I don't have to worry about people making judgments just based on how I look, and vice versa. So I get a chance to actually get to know people before actually knowing them, if that makes sense. Like, I can base whether or not I should interact with a person based on their personality or the things they do, the way they react to other people and conversation subjects. Get to bond with people over similar topics, things you like, the both of you like, rather than just having your first impression being someone's face. And yeah, there's definitely major downsides to the anonymity of the internet, but I do feel like that part of it all kind of gets overlooked from time to time. Man, wasn't I on a tangent or something? Just talking about streaming and why I'm more comfortable doing videos. But I do want to do streaming eventually, especially because I feel like it would be so easy with Morning Mario over on StephenPlay coming up. Because I'll admit, one regret I had was, as much as I loved that series, I was not very involved in the voting or creation process, despite all the things I created. So I wanted to get a lot more involved with that now that it's coming back with Mario Maker 2. I've already took some time to go to morningmario.com and play/rate some sites, but I want to go back to streaming that. And I think with just the format of streaming, it would work pretty well for it, minus the fact that the first thing people assume when they go to a Mario Maker stream is that the player is playing the chat's level. That's actually an obstacle indirectly that's prevented me from doing Mario Maker stream sooner, because I'm honestly not sure how to react to people when I already have my own agenda of what to do with the game. I don't want to feel left out, because I get that feel. I made levels too in Mario Maker. I want to share them, and I want to see how other people think about them. So I definitely don't blame people for just asking if I can play their levels. So I guess I'm just not sure the best way to approach that. How to say no politely. But even if I do want to say no politely, maybe I don't want to say no politely. Speaking of the power to just edit away anything I don't want, I had to pause for a second there because I wasn't sure if the shouting over the dog is getting picked up in this commentary or not, and I'd rather not take that risk. As I was saying, long story short, Mario Maker streams, I don't know exactly how to react when people ask if I could play a level for them, or just throw their level code out there. Because to be honest, it's not a bad idea. I should incorporate those sort of things in there. Who knows when come across a fun level for those means. So I don't want to reject it all the time. I just don't want to feel obligated to having to do it. Because I have my own agenda. I am specifically streaming Mario Maker to try to help out the Morning Mario site, to try to just make up an excuse to play Mario Maker levels through the whole morningmario.com site level suggestion system. Cause I'm a busy man to the point where it feels like I have to make excuses up just to play video games. I guess that's part of the allure of doing commentary as long as I have, despite the fact that, let's be honest, there's a lot of videos I make that no one has ever watched. Or videos that will never have someone that watches them. Because that's just the way it is. So it's definitely not, my point is, it's definitely not the YouTube money and fame that's keeping me up with the whole YouTube scene. There's a little bit of enjoyment I get out of it myself. And heck, like doing things like Gaming Chill just helps calm me out. And FE Heroes, when I did a stream, that was another thing that was just enjoyable to do just because it felt more relaxed. I love doing formal commentaries too. How do I even describe it? Because like it's not like I'm pretending, or it's not when I'm pretending that I'm doing a formal commentary. I just have a little less time to talk about how I am because I want to talk about the game I'm playing more so. Like, just an example, this next Let's Play I have coming up, I really want... I guess the other thing is that, despite how much I enjoy an actual Let's Play, the more quote-unquote professional I try to make the commentary, the more effort it takes to do. And something like this is definitely more relaxing, but the thing that takes more work is more rewarding too. As I was going to say, my example for this next Let's Play is of a game that I really enjoyed. So I want to try to get all my thoughts and feelings on it as the appropriate moments come up while I'm playing the levels, out as much as possible, or as cleanly as possible, to the point where I've gone through as I'm trying to say, it's gotten to the point where I've been tempted to redo chapters of the game, even though I'm much further into the story. Like, I'm half tempted to start over from the beginning just to see if I can do it a little bit better. But to be fair, this game has an all-save system, so that kind of makes it a little more difficult to just go back and do one particular part of it without playing the entire game again. And that's just because that's how much I really want this commentary to the game. There's going to be a little bit more of what the Let's Play is going to be like. It's one of those games that has a personal connection to me, so I want to make sure I properly express why I have that personal connection with the game. Even if it takes me multiple attempts to do. To the point where I sometimes, if I'm having an easy day at work, I kind of daydream about what I'm going to do for the commentary for it. Of course, I can rarely remember the things I want to say from those daydreams by the time I get home, or even by the time I can get to a phone or something to write it down as a note. I mean, if I have an opportunity, I've started up this thing where I'll have a piece of paper aside and just jot down a note, but I'm not sure if I even remember that much. That's just how passing the moments, how fleeting the thoughts are. And honestly, I actually care about doing my job, so just I can't drop whatever I'm doing just because I get a cool idea for something outside of work. So I have to wait, and who knows, by the time that waiting passes by, I've forgotten. That may seem pretty lame, but that's just the way my brain works. I like the whole fact that Game & Chill just is a lot more laid back. I'm really glad I got the idea to do so. I don't think I ever mentioned the inspiration for Game & Chill. I've been meaning to for so long, but I haven't had a good opportunity to do so. Sorry, I just want to make sure that I'm saying this the way I want. So, around the time of Con Bravo, when meeting up with TRG, not last year, TRG, which includes the list players of Chuck Conroy, Pork Tom John, NintendoCaprisun, and all their friends. I would say I spent some time with them, but I mean, they're all busy because they run a lot. They actually run panels there but I think I managed to squeeze hello, drop my gifts off to them every now and then. And I bring all this up because one of those opportunities I got, I actually tried to see if anyone would add me as a friend in Pokemon Go, just because I like Pokemon Go, I like their work, of course I like any opportunity where the two cross over. And honestly, understandably, they all said they were too busy, didn't have opportunities, and other reasons that they couldn't add a random person, even though he's... Until I got to NintendoCaprisun, and I was actually surprised that he was willing to add me, and we actually been pretty good friends in Pokemon Go. Of course he's busy to the point where he can't play the game every day, but we're making our ways up there, and I've heard from his commentaries that I'm probably actually one of the higher ranked friends with him in Pokemon Go. But honestly, that's just because I'm so hardcore, I guess, in the game. I do pick it up every day and play, so and I also try to make sure I open up my gifts every day, unless I have a good reason, I don't want to get another Alolan Egg, or at least wait until I have an out-of-state one, so if the Pokemon from the Alolan Egg is trash, I can at least save it for trading fodder. Because if you don't know, in Pokemon Go, if you trade Pokemon that the Pokemon have further distance away from each other, you get more out of it, long story short. And I go into this whole tangent about actually being friends with someone that I watch a commentary of, because actually making friends with NCS in Pokemon Go inspired me to follow his work a bit more. Well, it's out there now, so I can't take it back. I'm kind of embarrassed that I wasn't watching more closely, but I am following him on Twitch, so whenever he streams and I'm available, I lurk in the chat. There's stuff like that, but I've seen some of his videos, but for some reason, though, I was never subscribed to it. Especially because, I enjoy his work with TRG, especially, he has his own element that he adds to the cool commentaries that John and Chuck Conroy don't. I'm throwing a lot of names out there, but I swear this is getting somewhere. So, probably one of the first things I started watching when I subscribed to his channel, instead of just going to it every now and then to pick videos out to watch, was his Tetris series. And he's pretty, to be fair, all of his commentary is pretty laid back. Like, there's times where he'll just talk about things they did in his childhood. Heck, there's times that he'll just talk about things going on in his home life right at the moment. And I kind of got a lot of enjoyment out of that, but I didn't want to give up the commentary style I had in my LPs, so that's kind of where the inspiration for Game Chill came by. I decided to first start adapting it with Fire Emblem Heroes, because I already noticed there was a pretty similar style between what I did on those streams and what I wanted to do for Game & Chill. And since I was in a situation where I would rather focus on live commentaries but not live streams, I kind of just that just made a good excuse to stop streaming Fire Emblem Heroes and just make it part of Game & Chill. But now that I finally got that out, I felt, considering how much of inspiration the guys has on this series in particular, I really want to make sure I at least gave him a shout out. If you enjoy the style of Game & Chill, I highly encourage you to go look up NintendoCaprisun and just pick a game you like that he's doing currently, watch it and see for yourself if you like it, because his commentary style is not that far off from what I'm doing right now. And I think I am going to try to make a better habit, at least for Game & Chill, to actually say people's names that I will watch when they come up in conversation, instead of just like going all vague and like, oh, this dude that I've seen on YouTube, or this guy I've seen on Twitch, because we're all here as a community. Might as well just share the love, especially considering that a lot of these guys are doing work that I could only dream of doing, taking commentary style to levels that I don't exactly have the time and energy to do. Well, that said, thank you all for tuning in and not just running away the moment I gave you guys ideas of other people to watch. But seriously, I do appreciate it. And I'll see you for something else in the future. Maybe I'll use an excuse to make Mario Maker a Game & Chill if I don't want to stream it. It's either this or Mario Maker, and there's just way too many Heroes sets that were gonna expire soon, so I went with Fire Emblem Heroes. So, you never know. Now, after I cut out all that rambling that only embarrassed myself more, take care.